Girl, I wasn't even going to say nothing. But after that clip dropped and I read those comments, I knew we had to talk. Jess Hilarious showed up at the Breakfast Club allegedly drunk on air, like slurring, giggling, acting like it was happy hour and not drive time radio. And it's not just the moment that's got people talking, it's the pattern. First, the IG live, and now this. It's giving chaos. It's giving get your girl, right? And baby, the streets, aka the comment section, had a lot to say. So let's get into it. Now, to be fair, DJ Envy, he did warn us, and so we have to give him that. He said something to the effect of she was out in Atlanta last night and she hasn't gotten any sleep and she's a little twisted. Oop, twisted? Are you serious? She's twisted. And you said that out loud. Like, as I was listening to their segment, I felt like, you know how it is like when your cousin, like your older cousin, because I did have an older cousin who would get drunk and come home, like, and my grandma wasn't having that, right? So we would try to, hide the drunkenness from my grandma, right? So this is what this reminded me of. Like, you have to hide that person's condition so that they won't get in any trouble. That's what this felt like. So Jess showed up to work on air, allegedly drunk. You can see it in her eyes. It's in her speech, even the way that she was rocking back and forth in her chair. And this wasn't a little mimosa at brunch. This was at Brown. Even someone in the comments said that it may have allegedly been that she was on edibles. And no, this has not been confirmed. I'm just reading your comments. And one of the top's comments said, Jess is so unprofessional. She should have just called in. And I honestly agree. Like, girl, if you're not feeling it, just call out. Take the day. Don't pull up to a national radio show with sponsors, corporate partners, and millions of listeners acting like you pre-gamed in the parking lot. This is the Breakfast Club. And then there was another top comment that said, Jess is not taking her job seriously at all. So embarrassing. Now, that part hit me because from the outside looking in, it does feel like she's taking this platform for granted. She's funny, she's talented, but professionalism still matters, right? Especially when you're representing a brand that has been around for over a decade. And then one would have to question, why would they let her get on air like that? I mean, you know that she's a little hungover, maybe a little bit inebriated. And why? Why would you let your friend show up like this? And if you're wondering which video I'm talking about the one where they're talking about Tory Lanez because he got stabbed recently. So they were talking about that. This is giving spiraling. It's giving something deeper maybe going on. Or is this just who Jess is? Raw, unfiltered, no boundaries. But here's the thing. Being real does not mean being reckless. I mean, you can tell your truth and be yourself without turning your workplace into a whole reality show. I'm just saying. Now, let's get into this third comment. It says, the Breakfast Club has the most loose HR policies I've ever seen. Showing up to work visibly hammered is wild. Facts. Like, how is nobody pulling her to the side? Where is the producer? Lauren, are you still producing the segments here? Because there's no way. There is no way. I did produce a segment in college, right? And I've also managed stage before. And actually, to be honest with you, we did have an actor to show up drunk, right? And we had to kick him out. Like, there's no way that I would allow you. And this was a rehearsal. So even less to show up in public, in front of people, in front of our audience, drunk. You can't do that. Like, it's so unprofessional and it's rude. It's just, I don't know, irresponsible, if you will. But I don't know. I don't know why they didn't pull her to the side. Where's the program director? We've seen people get let go from smaller platforms for way less. But the Breakfast Club, however, has this history of letting mess slide. Whether it's Charlamagne saying something wild, guests acting up, or now just allegedly showing up tipsy. At some point, somebody's got to step in because this ain't just about Jess. It's about the culture that allows this behavior to be normalized. So here's my thing. Jess hasn't even been in that chair that long. And already she's had multiple on-air beefs, gone live about coworkers, and now this alleged drunk moment. It's like, girl, are you trying to keep the job or nah? You got to earn your seat before you start getting too comfortable. People fought hard to be taken seriously on radio. Women, especially Black women, had to fight to get these seats. And now we have one showing up drunk. Like, come on. It's a little disappointing because I know that she can hold her own, right? She can do this. But now it seems as if she's incapable. It seems that way, right? But we know that she's better than this. And yeah, we're rooting for Jess, right? But things like this makes it a little hard. Now, let's be real. If Charlamagne showed up drunk, he'd be trending for days. Right? If Envy did it, they'd have HR on speed dial. But with Jess, it's like people either baby her or completely just write her off. There is no in between. So what are we doing? What's going on here? Are we holding her accountable, or are we enabling her because we like her, because she's funny, because she keeps things spicy? And we can do both. We can enjoy her jokes and still say, girl, let's get it together. And I don't know, y'all, maybe this is just a rough patch. Maybe she'll bounce back. But from the live to the drinking to the tension on air, this is starting to become a pattern, not just a bad day, right? But these are just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Is just doing too much, or is this just the internet? Or maybe this is me overreacting. Should the Breakfast Club say something, or just let it rock? Give me your thoughts down below. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You know, I'd appreciate it. And I'm going to see you in the next one.